Strokes last night on XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais Show.
With Steve Merchant.
Definitely.
Ahoy.
And little Karl Pilkington.
Little KP,
over there.
the K-Man.
Steve.
Yes.
Don't worry anymore.
Okay.
I've procured some great gifts to give away. I was tired of seeing all these other people getting gifts and that, and it was all going to that O'Doddle and O'Diddley and Anderson and Sturgis. Or at least she steals them herself.
Well, at least she steals them herself to sell them to feed the habit, and that's fine. I don't mind that because it's industrious.
Exactly. But I have got Feeder Echo Park. I've got the Essential Bob Dylan. Now that is a good giveaway.
That's a great giveaway.
And Reloaded 3.
Did you buy these yourself?
No, little Karl found them.
I have to say, Karl, you've done an absolute dynamite job here, mate. This is great prizes.
And I thought we could play that trivia quiz where we're the challenge. If they get someone to catch us out, maybe, or someone a question.
Like you confused me slightly. Explain again.
Well, we could play a little trivia quiz, couldn't we?
Right.
And then we could sell the fish.
Use the words that you need to complete the sentence, Rick.
Then, we could do this.
What's the quiz?
I don't know.
You've not thought this through.
No. Coldplay in Yellow.
You've got to keep talking, Rick. We're on the radio.
I got bored.
Did you?
XFM 104.9.
Yeah, with Steve Merchant.
What I was saying was, we could have a little trivia quiz, right? This is how it works. Their phone in, right? And they'll pitch a question to us two, right? We won't know it. They'll tell Karl, and Karl write down the answer, or on his email, right? And then it might be something like, who was the first woman MP? And write down the answer, and they go, okay, Steve Ricky was the first MP. We'll write it down, and you'll write down something like the Queen, and I'll write down Britney Spears, and they go, well, Ricky says Britney Spears, and the answer is, did that you see?
Yes.
And then whoever's
so could they phone in, or can they email as well?
They can email as well, Steve.
Right. Okay, so let me just try and clarify this because I didn't really follow that, and I know what the competition is.
Right.
People listening. Phone in or email in with a question, a trivia question. It could be about anything.
I don't do game shows,
but one which we may be able to get. Right? They phone in with that, or they email it in. But only Karl knows the answer. He asks us here in the studio the question. Ricky and I write it down independently. We hand it to Karl. We see who's got the right answer.
It's like 15-1, but 2-1.
And the great thing is that the best question that we'll vote on at the very end of the show can win these 3 CDs. We've got Feeder, Echo Park, the Essential Bob Dylan. That's a 2 CD set, Rick.
Maybe keep the questions highbrow to show our intellect, not things like pop and trivia. And
good idea.
And
we've also got this big compilation, Reloaded 3. That's also a 2 CD compilation.
We'll start phoning and emailing now.
Emailing
go
with
berserk.
your trivia
Absolutely
questions.
Go berserk.
For Gervais.
I'm best at science.
Well, don't start giving hints. That's not fair, because I'll say I'm best at films if they want me to.
Yeah, but I've already said don't do trivia and entertainment and that.
Well, they should do. They should do trivia and entertainment. Music and films is what they should do.
No, they shouldn't.
Or old TV.
That's the cliche of XFM listeners, and I know they're more intelligent than that.
They're not, Rick. They're stupid people. They're stupid people, and they only know about a few things.
Garbage, Cherry Lips on XFM 104.9. Well, either they really want those CDs, or they want to embarrass us. Because the phone lines are going mad. And
they are going mad. We didn't even give out the phone number or the email, Rick. Shall I just give it out now?
Well, obviously don't need to.
Well, I ought to anyway, for those that didn't hear it but didn't know it already.
Of it.
08700 800 1234. Sorry, that's not 08700 08700, because I started again because I sort of fluffed slightly.
Yeah, go on.
08700 800 1234.
And when he says he fluffed, like that's not how he got into television.
Exactly. Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk if you want to email the question, and only Karl can see the screen, so there's no cheating.
Probably people don't know what fluffing is, do they?
No, I don't think so, Rick. Karl, have you had a question?
What, already? Are we doing it now?
Should we do it now? I think we should just drip them in throughout the course of the show.
Yeah, you could one dripping them in. Go on. Ask us a question.
I thought this was a good one. It's from Clive.
Go on in.
Clive? We got a listener called Clive. Wow.
That's all right.
Who was the first James Bond?
Oh, is this film one? No,
but wait a minute.
I know this ambiguity because we've talked about it.
We've talked about this ambiguity before. You see, he might be deliberately embarrassing us because the old myth is that someone played it on radio.
Yeah,
that we all know and love. Yeah. Now he should have specified. Did he mean the film James Bond, the first film James Bond?
Can I just say we won't count this one because the definitive one. I've talked to Glyn about it as well. It's Dr. No was the first one of the team that we.
Sean Connery. So Sean Connery's the first screen James Bond.
So we agree on that, even if we're both wrong. What did he say it is?
I bet he said it was Bob Holness who played him on radio in like the 1950s.
He didn't say the radio bit, but he said Bob Holness.
From Blockbusters.
Yeah.
And I was drawing a little Blockbuster thing.
That's really spooky.
That's weird, isn't it?
But the thing about that is I'm worried if it might be a myth. It may be
Well,
a
no,
myth.
I don't think it is. It's that we can't.
1
count
point to
that.
me then.
No.
Yes.
No.
Well, you did. Did
definitely
you know
not.
it? Did you know it? Did
Yeah,
you
we talked about it.
No rubbish. Yeah, but well, if we talked about it, did I say it to you?
No, we agreed that it was Sean Connery because it just like we didn't count Casino Royale because you said it wasn't by the same team. And it
Yeah,
was
but
just
that wouldn't have been the first James Bond anyway because that came later in the series. No, Rick.
No,
no.
there's no
Don't play
way.
the music.
There's no way.
That's clearly a point. You didn't know it was Bob Holness. He meant it was Bob Holness. I knew the answer. 1-0.
Well, fun-loving criminals, Scooby snacks. Anyway, it doesn't matter because we both agreed once in a pub that the right answer is Sean
Yeah,
Connery.
but wait a minute,
and we both
Rick,
knew
the
that.
point's not that. The man phoned in with a question, and the answer the man was after was Bob Holness.
Oh, okay.
And that's the answer
I'll tell you
I gave.
what, the answer I was after was me.
But that's
I went-
nonsense,
I
Rick.
went
He's
me
the
to que-
question master, the man who phoned in. That's ludicrous. You to face the facts.
You can't say what number am I thinking of.
What are you talking about?
It's got to be the real answer.
No, but I knew the answer he was after.
Oh, brilliant.
Yes, because that's, even if he's got it wrong, it's such common parlance now that Bob Holness was the first James Bond that I knew the answer. Face the facts.
Right, give us another question, Carl.
Jeez.
Give us another question.
God, he's a bad loser, isn't he?
I had a good one here, but
You've forgotten it?
Or
I sort of scribbled it down.
this is brilliant, isn't it?
Hang on a minute.
We can edit this out, can't we? It's not live, is it? This?
It's only a piler.
It's gonna this is going to look great when it comes out. Go on.
Which food?
Yeah.
Carl, you now making up the question.
No, it's just that I sort of took down the important bits.
But this is amazing. This is amazing radio. Go on.
Which food kind of doesn't make you fat?
Jeez.
What kind of a question is that?
Oh, this is
No, it is proper.
I love imagine this on the weakest link. What kind of food doesn't sort of make you it doesn't make you fat. Okay, do you want
Basically, no sort of calories in it.
me to celery?
Water.
Well, what do you mean? Do you mean a vegetable?
No,
do you mean
you're right. Apparently,
it uses up more calories to bite it than
Yeah, but wait a minute, Rick.
one all.
No, it's not 1-0 because you're supposed to write it down.
You didn't know.
But you didn't. What do you mean I didn't know? You're supposed to write it down. That's the whole point. We're writing things
You
down.
said water. You said water.
But that's because I thought we weren't taking the question seriously because you didn't know what he's talking about. 1-0. We got to set the rules. This is
Bit too much like Portishead for my liking.
Was it?
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed it.
Beat a band. Well, that's because Portishead are from your neck of the woods, isn't it? Was it? Portishead, I think you'll find.
Yeah, I embarrassed myself.
Right, another question, quick. Is this question a real question with a definitive answer? Or is it like, what is my most comfortable chair?
I don't know why people aren't going to maybe like Trivia Pursuit or something, just getting a question off that and then...
Because they're a little bit more discerning than that, Steve.
Have you heard the questions? They don't know what they're talking about. This is stuff they've overheard in pubs.
Go on, ask it, Carl. I look at the Carl takes down and goes, what's that?
I know.
What am I meant to write? Go on then, ask this one.
Right. What sort? No. The Pope.
Yeah.
What semi?
Sorry, Anne, Mrs. Robinson, we're going to have to let you go.
Yeah.
Go on.
You are the weakest link, Carl. Goodbye.
Yeah, go on.
The Pope.
Yeah, the Pope. Yeah, we've got the Pope. Yeah, that's not strictly a question.
He wears a.
He wears a dustman's hat. He wears Gore-Blimey trousers.
Does he
Yeah.
live in a council flat?
Yeah, he lives in a council flat.
He wears
but-
a semi-precious stone. What's the stone?
The Pope wears a semi-precious stone. What is the stone?
You mean, what is it called?
Yeah.
What is it called?
What, is it got like a kind of papal name?
I think it's like, is it a 18-carat one?
So we got to try and get
Right.
the carrot
Yeah.
of the Pope's
He
big
calls
diamond.
it Dennis. He calls it Dennis the Stone. Do they want do they want the type of gem it is, like
Or is there
diamond,
some kind of
jade,
papal name for
ruby,
it?
or do they want it like the Rosetta Stone, or
I don't know.
I can't actually play a record. Play 2 records.
Let's not.
Where's your head at? Basement Jacks. Right. Okay. Let's get this.
Have we knocked this on the head then? It's just not happening.
Oh, here he is. Look.
Here he is.
Come in. He's.
How have you?
Oh, I don't believe that.
Oh, that's pathetic.
I do not believe that.
That's absolutely pathetic.
Now, they won't believe this, will they?
No.
Right,
No.
if I say that Jonathan Ross just got his massive member out, and he is a big lad, Come and sit down.
I've got your tickets, Mrs. Gervais.
Thank you.
What's going on here then? I mean, why are you dropping off tickets?
Well, because, you know, in the spirit of the Comedy Awards, we like to have the rising young stars of the British Comedy Awards.
That's right, and that's me.
Well, we couldn't find any this year, so we've asked Ricky whether he would sit in the rising young star seat, and I wanted to deliver the tickets personally, so there's no excuses if he doesn't turn up later.
Yeah.
I always suspected that you were sort of pretty well endowed.
Yeah.
And now we've seen. You know, it's on webcam.
That was just one of my cocks.
That's the one you're wearing today.
Did we?
Did you? Don't say that. No, we were in
This is meant to be the happening young station. What's going on?
No, you can't say stuff like that.
You can't.
Just careful what you say. Look at after Julian Clary. 10 years of the wilderness, and he comes back in a person life.
10 years of the
That
wilderness.
happened to you.
That's Jesus you're thinking of, isn't it?
Just because you're on everything at the moment.
I walked in here and I came in there and I thought this is the young happening place, and what do I see in here? 3 old men sitting.
What are you talking about? I'm only 28, 27.
You all you're wrecked. You all look wrecked. Well,
that's because we're always partying.
I was looking for some youngsters. Where's the youngsters? I wanted to see some tight leather pants. I wanted to see some foxy chicks hanging on you every word. What is it? It's a bunch of old blokes on a block up there washing up in a sink.
But look at him. He even dresses for radio. Look
This
at
is
him.
ludicrous.
It's amazing. Looks like you're
I love the fact you were on the phone to Gervais last night, weren't you? Asking his advice.
Yeah.
On clothes. Look at him. He's going for the man down the DSS.
I like that look. That's a nice look.
Have you got a single pair of trousers that aren't elasticated at the waist?
They're maternity jeans, aren't they? They've got a whole panel that pushes
The
forward.
thing is, what I do at the end of the week, I can pop these in a pan and I can make a nice soup with all the food that's encrusted in
That's
it.
his years as a homeless coming to the fore there.
Look at you,
But
one
why-
step away from Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen.
I'd like to be that bit closer.
But why are you dropping off tickets? Are you a little bit... Because I thought you were married and stuff. Why do you suddenly got this obsession with Gervais?
Because
I'm a bit rough, ain't I?
yeah, it's like when you see Dale Winton out with those rough boys. I'd like to get one of my own.
when a top celebrity in a lovely looking suit walks down the corridor with his penis out,
Yes.
Yeah.
I know that I'm still an
You
attractive
know
man.
you've arrived. I was inaugurated in the same way. For me, it was Des O'Connor. It's like it's the passing on of the baton, if I may use that euphemism. and you've been battened.
But it's fantastic.
Well,
it is a pleasure. I don't think I'm complacent just because I'm mixed with people like you. I still wake up and think, I don't believe it. I'm mates with Jono.
Can I just point out?
Jono.
I was listening to the show last week, and I heard you, as always, revealing a little too much about yourself, if you don't mind me saying so.
Yeah.
Steve,
Not as much as you.
No, but that was just for the benefit of the room.
Yeah.
And talking about when you used to occasionally urinate in the sink.
Yeah.
When you were around my house last time and I came in the kitchen and you looked a bit shifty. No, please reassure me.
It was more ownership.
Yeah.
I was like, I went to my territory, and then other people that come in that go, has Gervais been round here? It's like just marking my territory.
Because my coffee the next morning had a hazelnut tang to it that I don't remember putting in.
Can I just say something? Because I mean, I used to, you know, mention to you, Gervais, when we first started getting involved in the business.
Yeah.
I used to say, if there was one celebrity I'd like to be friends with, it's Jonathan Ross.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, Ricky's befriended Jonathan Ross. I'm nowhere to be seen.
But
Not invited round.
Ricky told me that I could be his friend, providing I never extended the arm of friendship.
Right.
To you.
Yeah, if you ever...
I thought as much.
He tries to keep everyone else down he works with, from the office, all the other shows. He tries to keep them down.
I didn't even want you to come in. I wanted to meet you on the steps.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to tell him you were around. But you called. He went, who's that? And he saw your name come up and he went, well, can I meet him?
Well, you're all coming tonight, aren't you?
This isn't Radio 2, by the way. These links are way too long. This is snappy radio. We have to play out...
Yeah.
You might
The
be
kids have lost
lost,
interest.
But the kids want to hear Coldplay, Catatonia,
You know what I like?
Faithless.
How about some more of that instantly forgettable hip hop you play each week? One of those obscure hip hop hooray. That's the worst feature on British radio. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Wait a minute, I wrote your quiz on Radio 2. You're having a laugh.
The hip hop's had its day. You took that one.
Put it away. Put it away.
I'm Carl.
Carl, how you doing?
I'm alright. Got a question for you.
Quiet man.
Got a question.
Yeah.
The Pope.
Yeah.
What semi-precious stone does the Pope wear?
That is easy.
Go on.
Topaz.
Is that the right answer?
I don't know. I might have wrote it down.
I'm really sorry, Jonathan.
It's not what he publicly admits to, but I have to know because I was hanging out with him at the Groucho one night, and he was saying, "Oh, look at this, look at this, look at that toe edge. Go and buy that. Look at that. Vatican City."
Look at that. We can make a nice ring out of that, he said.
Didn't go anywhere, but thanks for asking. I better go. I've got to go. I've got to go and buy
you.
some winkle pickers.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Enjoy
Nice to
it.
meet you, Steve.
Yes.
Carl, I wish I could say it'd been a pleasure. But actually, it was quite creepy.
See you later.
Question, please.
U2, Beautiful Day.
Yep.
Now, I was just saying that's probably one of my singles of the year, but was it this year or the year before?
Oh, crumbs, I don't know.
It was, I think, was it 2000, the album? It was the first one off the album. Maybe that could be a question. No, we need the answer, don't
No,
we?
we don't know the answer.
No, it's called...
Can I just ask, Jonathan Ross just came in there to drop off some tickets for the Comedy Award show that he's hosting
Yeah.
later this evening.
Yeah.
Interesting, of course, a man who's 40 and still thinks it's funny to get his penis out.
It is,
I love that. Because it's like, when's that novelty going to wear off?
74, 75, when it's just too horrible to show in
Exactly, yeah.
public, I imagine.
But so he dropped off some tickets for you.
Yeah.
Was asking you fashion advice last night.
Yeah.
He came after a 3-hour radio show he's just done on Radio 2. Good show, by the way, worth tuning in to. He came straight around here, dropped some tickets off for you. He's now got to go and rehearse that show.
He's a lovely man.
I was out with you last night.
Yeah.
Went into this pub, like kind of that we've been to a few times before. Went in there, and this guy came in and said, "Your usual table, Ricky? Your usual table? Can I just ask you 2 questions, Godfather? One is, have we won a prize tonight on
I
National
don't
Comedy
know.
Awards?
We genuinely don't know.
Can you have someone iced for me?" It's ludicrous. What have you suddenly got over all these people that they're doing all this for? When have you suddenly become the daddy?
Well, I came from nowhere, and I've got Polaroids of the head of all the stations. Yeah, exactly.
Because what I'm worried about is that, like, when we're wrapped up in our winter coats, you're walking on there in your little sort of, little black overcoat, and I must look like your hood. Do you know what I mean? Like your goon that walks with you. Twice as tall.
Very much like Edward G. Robinson.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You are with a pug face, obviously.
Yeah. Well, don't go on about it.
Sorry, that was a bit hard. All right, no, I don't know. You just
Wow.
that.
Even Jonathan Ross couldn't save this show.
No.
It is the only A celebrity I know.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
all
it.
out of ideas. I thought we'd have a trivia game. That's rubbish because he can't read.
All right.
Yeah, and that's what is it?
So are we knocking the trivia game on the?
Yeah.
Let's have one final question.
what
What's the answer? I don't know. I don't know.
For the Pope one.
I don't know.
We couldn't even figure out the question, Carl.
What's the stone?
Hang on a minute.
Just entertain yourselves at home while Carl looks for the question.
Anthurst.
Amethyst.
Amethyst.
Yeah.
Amthurst. No, she was the first woman MP, I think you'll find. Amthurst. Ruby or Diamondo?
So have you got maybe a final question?
That's still
Carl,
one on it.
that
Okay, do a decider and then we knock this on the head.
Yeah.
Go on then.
What?
Who?
Have you not been practicing in all these? We've had ads, we've had music.
Where? What?
Rick, I don't think we should call ITV later. With this.
Maybe he was talking about Jonathan's inquiry about sartorial elegance tonight. Where?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe he's just like summed up that conversation in
What's
just
the
two.
most expensive pub in London? Ricky won't know because he never pays.
Hang on, wait a minute. What does that mean?
What does that mean? What mean to buy? I'll buy the pub. How much is that? That's £1 million,
No,
sir.
if you go in, according to the Time Out Guide 2001, if you went in there and bought a big round, it's a day pub.
It's an expensive pub.
Imagine this on Millionaire. Imagine that question
Well,
on
it's all
Mastermind.
too vague.
I know your specialised subject, how much things are and that, and whether they make you fat when you eat them. Then
It's in London.
Is this like some guy went in the pub last night and thought, this is a bit pricey? This is the most expensive pub I've ever been in.
I'm going to expose them on Ricky and Steve's show.
But does it mean, like, maybe is it a pub or a club, maybe, where you've got to be a member?
No, it's a pub. I'll narrow it down. It's in Covent Garden.
Punch and Judy.
That's it.
Has he got it right?
Yeah.
Well, I have to hand it to you. Well done.
Yeah.
So
Brilliant.
So who was that question from? Because maybe they should get these 3 CDs.
Let's give them that.
Who is it, Carl?
There's no way of verifying that. That's probably libelous. They've probably
it's from
made
the Time Out Guide.
Okay. All right.
Carl, who
What are
was
you
it?
moaning for? You got it right.
Yeah, I won. Yeah. I won.
Carl, who was it that won? Well, listen, they know, so they've won.
Yeah. Right.
This is genius radio. This is
I
brilliant.
tell you
We're
what's
slick.
letting us down? Him.
I know.
KP, the P-Man. When he was just doing the press buttons, and it was cool. Now we let him on the air because we thought it was funny. We quite like him. He's digging a grave for us. Right, listen, this is a new feature I've introduced called Songs I'd Like to Play on the radio. And
this is falling apart.
and a friend of mine sent me a little CD of little treats and stuff. One of them is this track. It's called Monkey Man. It's from the Rolling Stones. Play it, Carl. It's an absolute gem.
Press that. XFM 104.9. What was that again, Steve?
Rolling Stones and a track called Monkey Man. That's from a double CD, not available in the shops. My friend Dave G made a compilation for me, birded it onto CD using modern technology. That's one of the tracks on there.
What's his name?
Dave Greenwood, obviously breaking several copyright laws
Exactly.
there. I would not encourage anyone to make copies of anything for anyone. It's breaking
His
the law.
name again, if the police are listening.
Dave Greenwood lives in Nottingham. I can
How
give details.
dare he do that
it
for you?
sickens me, Rick.
He's making you receive,
Stolen goods,
Yeah.
and there are various artists on there who've barely got a penny, who are losing money hand over fist. The Rolling Stones, for instance.
Yeah,
The
and
Doors.
XFM have done that as well, played it off, and that's terrible. Now we've implicated those as well.
XFM are culpable, so is Dave G. Thankfully not us, Rick.
No.
We're just middlemen caught up in it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mr. Biggs behind it.
There's always
and we're
Mr.
just
Biggs,
pawns
right.
in his game, aren't we?
So that's, I'll be playing another track from that later on.
I've got a lovely couple of little tracks on my hip hop selection.
Looking forward to it.
Is
Incidentally, can I just ask, Rick, did you get a little gift here from XFM?
I did. I got a lovely little voucher here. It was very nice.
Yeah, very thoughtful. I've also got one. How much is yours for?
£25
to spend at John Lewis or Waitrose. A little kind of gift voucher there.
I think I'll do Waitrose, because food, you can get a good lot of food for 25 quid.
Absolutely right.
You can't get a lot of like haberdashery for 25 quid. So I'll be going with the food option.
The thing about the gift voucher, a lot of people will I'm sure receiving these over the Christmas period. The thing about the gift voucher is it's like here's £25, but I've limited where you can spend it.
It's like they don't want to give money because that's go. Say this is like money, but not as versatile.
Exactly. You can't spend it in as many places. But it's the thing is that surely the thing about a gift is, you know, you don't want people to know how much it was.
And unless you're letting them make their ideas up for next year.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? If an aunt gives you like you know, a single, like a step single, and you've given her 25 quid at the body shop, you're saying, you know how much that single costs.
Exactly.
So do I. I'm not going to say, right?
Yeah.
Let's make up the difference next year, Sally, aren't we? You know what I mean? Let's spend 50 quid on me next year.
Yeah.
Do you know how much he got?
How much did you get? Did you get a gift voucher as well?
Yeah, but I work here all week.
Right. How much do you get?
150.
150 quid?
Yeah.
What, in gift vouchers?
Yeah.
To spend at the same places? I'd have to say, though, I mean, it's not a very inventive gift, is it?
It's
Whoever came up with it, it's a lovely thought. It's wonderful to have £25 that I can only spend in 2 places I never go in. But, I'm not looking a gift horse in the mouth.
I'm not
looking a gift horse in the mouth. It is a treat.
He spoke to Jonathan Ross like he was a normal person.
From someone whose dad buys him a spade for Christmas, I thought you'd be grateful.
My only thought is that John Lewis and Waitrose, I mean, it's not very rock and roll, it's not very XFM, is it?
No,
I mean, a tattoo parlour, maybe, you know, in a bike shop.
Piercing, I might get my face pierced, just a big bolt through my head.
But I mean, aren't they a little bit like The Man? Aren't they a little bit mainstream?
Yeah.
Eh?
What would Billy say about this? Oh, play a record, and don't make it a square record. Some on an indie label or something. Or something that hasn't been even recorded.
Yeah, that can't even become available ever.
Yeah, I don't know what instruments they're playing.
Oh, not the guitar.
Sum 41. In Too Deep. All right, Steve? It's been a long time.
Eh?
Hasn't it?
What has?
That seemed a long time, that music we
Yes,
played.
no, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
It's annoying, actually, that Karl never went to the email, because the questions have been sent in there. Good questions, and they've all been sort of neatly spat out with the correct answer. For instance, I might have asked you this if I was the quizmaster, Rick. How many noses do slugs have?
Oh, I think it's 4.
It is 4?
Yeah.
Point to you there. Let me just see if I can find another one. Who, according to the current issue of Viz, is a cycloptic pop temptress?
Oh, don't know. Is it a pun on her having one eye and sounding like...
Cycloptic is the clue. There's only one pop temptress.
Oh, it's Gabrielle.
Of course.
Yeah.
2 points.
Mine are better, he didn't get them. These are rubbish.
Have you ever watched a quiz show?
Because I can understand the question. They're rubbish, I suppose, aren't they? That gives me a chance to know what the answer is required. Go on.
Let me see if I can find another one for you. No, you're never going to get that one. That's too hard.
Oh no, that just
teases you more, doesn't it? What's the name of? No, that's boring. That one. Sorry, it's beginning to fall apart again now. Here we are. What's the proper name for Big Ben?
Is it St Stephen's Tower?
You know, it absolutely is. That's 3 out of 3. That's fantastic.
Yeah, because the bell named after something like Benjamin so and so works in it. St Stephen's Tower, and that's the Big Bell.
It's actually, in a weird way, I didn't know any of those. So it's actually quite good that we did kind of balls it up with Karl, because otherwise there'd have been egg on my face.
Yeah, but I still won. I just won less.
Oh, did you? Yeah, you did win.
Yeah.
I've already forgotten. I already wiped that out of my memory.
Yeah, but hey, Steve, it's not me that's the real winner. It's Neil who asked that question
about pubs.
And he's got those 3 CDs. Just tell him what they are again. Just
Feeder, Echo Park, a compilation called Reloaded 3. Lots of great stuff on there, and the Essential Bob Dylan 2 CD.
Have you called him and told him?
No, not yet.
This is such a shambles, isn't it? Because what if he goes out or something?
Actually, if he's listening, can he give us a call?
That is so lazy.
Can't we call him like Tarrant would?
I would have had his number.
You've not got his number?
I forgot.
Oh, this is unbelievable.
I said get the numbers, Karl.
I wanted to go for the Pope one.
Karl, do you actually work here in the week? Or, like, did you just, you know, like in a film when they knock someone on the head, put on the spacesuit and go to the moon?
Is it like Secret of My Success with Michael J. Fox? You actually work in the post room, but Saturdays there's no one around that recognises you.
So you pretend that you're a producer?
Yeah.
Because you don't seem to know any of the rules.
Because I reckon that name's made up.
When did I say a producer? When did I say I was?
Karl Pilkington is a name that you'd come up with on the spot.
No, he doesn't work. No, he's not a producer. He says he works in sound.
He works
That's what
in
he says.
sound.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, work with this. This is my song for the lovers. It's a beautiful track. I've played it before. I'll play it again. It's one of my favourite tracks of all time. It's Bob Dylan. If You See Her, Say Hello. Here's a little bit of trivia for her. This is the last song I ever played on the old XFM before
Wow.
they came in and said, OK, you can go now.
That's incredible.
Isn't it?
Bringing tears to my eyes.
Lovely. Well, the greatest singer-songwriter of all time.
Beautiful.
With one of his best songs there.
Absolutely.
Bob Dylan, If You See Her, Say Hello. She might be in Tangiers. I mean, he's having a go.
I mean, if you're going to go to Tangiers on the off chance to try and find her, I wouldn't bother.
Yeah,
You know.
but I mean, you know, he's
Certainly if you're going to be there, then
He's
have a look for
desperate.
her.
He's desperate. He's going, well, she might be in Tangiers. Have you checked upstairs? She's definitely not upstairs. just have a look. Well, anyway, that was Song for the Lovers. But because I'm so excited about having such great prizes to give away for the first time, some albums that Karl found,
I got 'em.
we've got the lucky winner on the line. Hi, Neil. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Ricky.
Hi. You're a winner with XFM.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Do you like Feeder? They're a good group, aren't they?
Well, yeah, the kids seem to like him.
They do. The kids like them, and then Bob Dylan. He's a great, lovely bloke with a guitar, isn't he?
You're working hard, aren't you?
I'm fed up with this, mate. Really, honestly, I just don't know what else to do. I come in every week. I try and
Right.
do. Yeah,
You have to write a new series of The Office.
I'm
That's what you have to do.
I'm trying, but I've got voiceover work now, so there's more money in that. You know.
You're everywhere.
Yeah.
Woolies adverts.
Yeah.
Ooh, sorry, I shouldn't mention that shit on the radio.
No, it's all right. It's all
So,
right.
Neil, Steve Merchant here. Will you be looking forward to receiving these albums? You've got Feeder, Echo Park, Bob Dylan album, the best of, and a compilation. You looking forward to them?
Oh, absolutely. You know, I mean, it's going to really lift my Christmas. I'm not going to get to go home this year, so that's going to make up for it, I'm sure.
Neil, what of those three? Which one will you be putting on first?
I think Feeder, Echo Park, because the kids seem to like it.
Okay.
Excellent. Thanks very much.
What will you
Neil.
be doing for the rest of the weekend? Are you going to be chilling out?
I'm chilling, man. I'm freezing. I'm playing golf right now. It's
That's madness.
It's very cold
Yeah.
out here.
What's your handicap?
What's my handicap? My short game's terrible, but
Right, yeah. You're going to be watching the National Comedy Awards this evening. I hear that The Office is nominated.
you guys are the shoe-in.
Sorry?
Yeah.
You're a shoe-in. It's yours.
Thank you. I don't know what a shoe-in is, but I'd like to go to
I
one.
think it means like foot in the door.
Lovely.
Yeah,
Does
no,
it?
not foot in the door. It's like,
No.
it's yours. Your name's already on it.
Oh, really?
I
Wow.
would think so, yeah. Well, why would Ross stop around?
I don't think he makes the decisions.
Neil,
but
thanks very much for calling. Those prizes are going to be winging their way to you.
We're just like real DJs, aren't we, Neil? Just say we're just like real DJs, and we'll leave you alone.
You guys are just like real DJs.
Enjoy your
very
game.
much. Cheers, bye. Step on my old size 9 stereophonics.
Absolutely.
Well, talking to Neil, it all brought it home. You know, maybe I should give it a little bit back.
Yeah, you've had a good year.
I'm hanging out with Jonathan Ross.
Exactly.
I'm doing ads,
Yeah.
right? But I care. I'm still in touch. You know what I mean? I'm still down with it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And you know, it's coming up to the time of year where we should, you know, care about people less fortunate than us. And what I've done, I've recorded a Christmas single.
That's beautiful.
And all proceeds are going, you know, to little sick people and that. And
Are there going to be any proceeds?
there's gonna be not a sausage,
Right.
so I'm
Right.
safe.
But I'll tell you this, I was thinking actually, I was listening to this morning, and you go in, I was doing some Christmas shopping, you go in the shops, and there's always, you know, Walking in a Winter Wonderland, and all those songs. You know, no one writes those sort of things anymore.
No. Well, you're wrong, Steve.
Really?
Listen to this. It's
What's it called?
Don't Cry, It's Christmas.
Let's hear it. Ricky
Don't
Gervais.
cry, my baby. Santa's coming soon. Though you ain't got a mommy or daddy, Santa still loves you. And he's riding on his reindeer to trample down the gloom. So don't cry, my baby. Santa gonna make it soon. Don't cry, my baby. Santa's feeling kind, though you know you never see him. He's not just in your mind, and it's not that he's invisible. It's because you're going blind. So don't cry, it's Christmas. Santa's still on time. Don't cry, my baby. Santa's on his way. You know he's got 6 billion children, and he's only got one day. You've got cut slightly less than that. If I were you, I'd pray, so don't cry. It's Christmas, you're nearly 10, it's a little gay.
Do you know, as far as I'm concerned, it's already become a standard. One of the classics.
Thanks. There's a star. Ash.
Good.
It's a great show so far, isn't it?
Enjoying it, Rick, but I'll tell you this, what worries me is
on.
something we've not done, which is what we've not taken on board some stuff I've heard from the management. They've said they've enjoyed the kind of light-hearted flippery, in the past on the show, and, the likes of Jonathan Ross getting their knobs out.
Yeah.
But they just feel that sometimes it's a little bit cheap. Rick,
No,
a little
in
bit
what-
crass, and they
in
just
what
want us to
way?
perhaps be a little bit more highbrow at times, a little
Well,
bit
look at
more
that, 'cause I mean-
thoughtful. Well, you're a smart guy. I know that.
Well, I've proved that with Clugs having 4 noses at Stephen's Tower.
Can I ask you, Rick, about politics?
What do you want to know? What do you want to know? Because
Politics.
I am a political person.
I thought as much.
Go on.
What on the politics? What do you make of who to vote for?
Vote for the government, whoever's in the government.
Yeah.
That's
The
it.
Liberals ever?
No, not if they're not in government. No,
Okay. What about the foot and mouth, which a lot of people are worried about?
don't worry about it.
No?
No.
Recession is hit, and a lot of people are losing their jobs. What should they do about
Get
it?
another one.
Get another job.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, this is, I mean, you can have this for free. If you do lose your job or something, get another one, but get one that's even better than the one you lost.
Right. Okay, good advice.
Yeah.
Maybe if you were just like kind of the post boy before, like Karl,
Get in charge of the company, get a manager's job.
right, become director general or something.
More money.
Good.
And don't lose that one.
Okay. And what else is concerning people? No, we get calls all the time, Rick, to the station. People saying, I'm worried about the war in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
What do you make of the war? Is it one of your favourites?
Well, what no. My favourite, all war's bad. My favourite.
I'm putting you on the spot here. What is your favourite?
Falklands.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is it? The Falklands War?
It was a range war.
What does that
Do you know
mean?
what that means, Carl?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember drawing pictures at school and that.
Yeah, it means that our missiles could go sort of 17 kilometres, and the Argies only had missiles that go like 9 kilometres. So we just parked our boats about 12, 13 kilometres off it, and we were shelling them. Shelling it out of there, right? And theirs were falling in the water.
Yeah.
So it's the war equivalent of holding a midget at arm's length.
Right, and he's trying to punch you.
And he can't reach, and you're just kicking him in the balls at will. That was
Rick, a lot of people talk about WW1 as being the Great War. Was it a great war for you?
no, it was a good war. It wasn't a great war.
Right. What's the problem for
Well,
you?
I liked the bayonets and the trenches and all that stuff, but I could have done without the poetry.
Right.
Only because the poetry's a little bit bent. And what I'm saying is the only time that it isn't bent in a war. But there's beautiful. But there's one now I remember. It goes, "We are the dead. Once we lived, felt dawn on our face, but now we lie in Flanders fields." Be honest, if you'd have had a gun in your hand instead of a pen,
Yeah.
you might be alive
You would
today,
be dead, yeah,
and the war
yeah.
would have been over by Christmas.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
High five.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that's
losers.
politics, Carl.
Any other questions, Carl, you want
and,
to solve? Any high
economics? I've done economics.
Because
war.
the economical.
Anything else?
I just think you should look after yourself. You know what I mean?
Carl, I've just got something to say to you. Hip hop, hooray!
Hey.
Let's play my hip hop track.
Whoa. Hey.
Put your hands in the air.
Yay.
Move them round like you just don't care.
Yeah, you're not even bothered.
I'm playing an old school track this week, Rick. I'm going
Excellent.
back in time, rewinding the
How
clock.
are you spelling school, Steve?
Oh, with a K.
Go on.
Ever heard of anything by Digital Underground? The Humpty Dance, mate. You might
The
remember.
Humpty Dance.
Do you remember that?
That was a fellow sat on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was getting dissed by
Yeah.
the police, and he fell. And he broke all up, and the king's horses shouldn't have really been sent to repair an egg. They couldn't do it because of their hooves.
Anyway, Digital Underground, for those that don't remember, was an Oakland group led by Shock G and Chopmaster J.
Go on.
But of course, most famous now for the fact that they featured Tupac Shakur.
Love him.
Where he first began. You'll hear him on this track. It's called, which one have I chosen here? I think it's called The Same Song. Have a listen. Ross was slagging off the hip-hop feature, wasn't he, when he came in earlier? And how can you not like that? Digital Underground, same song.
I think he was scared of it, Steve. I think he was
Doesn't
intimidated
understand it.
by your youth.
Well, he's scared of the youth. He's scared of the fact that I'm down with it, the homies and the bitches and the hoes.
Yeah.
Because he's not with that, He looks dapper. If they saw him in the street walking down like a ponce, they'd just laugh and jeer, but
Yeah.
probably rhythmically.
Yeah,
You know, and he couldn't come back at anything.
and you'd be high-fiving and
Oh,
everything.
they'd be loving
you.
me.
I think he was intimidated by your style. I think he's jealous of you, to be honest.
Do you know, I think what he's probably most jealous of is the looks.
Yeah, I think
Do you know what I mean? I got the new haircut because we might be on the telly later.
He didn't mention that, did he?
Did he? Well, he's never seen the old one. You've kept him from me. He's got nothing to compare it with.
But that was a great hip-hop selection there.
Yeah, lovely.
Even though I say so yourself.
Rick, we've had a couple of people, because they've listened to your dissection of current politics and economicals.
Yeah.
And they've got a couple of questions for you.
Go on.
We've had one from Jimmy Ruffin. He says, what becomes of the broken-hearted?
Oh dear. That is a difficult one. I don't think I've got time to go into it because it's a very delicate problem.
Can you answer this one from the KLF? What time is love? Any ideas? Listen, keep those questions coming in for Ricky Gervais. Maybe we'll to sort them out later. Have we got a song to play, Carl? Let's whack it on. Still to come, the song for the day.
It's not the end of the world. Super furry animals.
Absolutely beautiful.
XFM 104.9.
Rick, you going to do your film review for us? We've got time for it, I think.
I'm not, no.
Why not?
I'm not going to do it anymore.
You're not going to do it anymore?
No.
You love it, don't you?
No, it's great, and I just think it's time. You know, I did a dozen, but I did all the films that I would give like 9 or 10 out of 10 for. I don't want to drop the standards.
Right.
I don't want to start doing films that are 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
That's where a lot of film reviews go wrong.
Yeah, Ross being one of them.
Yeah, I've seen them go, oh, this is worth 7. Don't do it then.
Yeah.
If it's no good, don't do it.
Know it yourself.
No.
Sure.
So
no more film reviews?
no.
Oh.
Until a great film comes out.
Sure, okay.
Like Braveheart 2 or something. Yeah. Which would be 9 now.
Quite uneventful,
Yeah.
I'd have thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 9 for that. In
well-
advance.
Rick, it's almost the end of the show, and still got time for the song for the ladies.
I can't
but
wait.
Carl won't be here next week.
Oh, where's he going?
Where are you heading, Carl? Going away for Christmas? Tell us.
What? It's a secret. What you want?
Well, in case your fans try and track you down.
What? Are you going taking pictures of planes in Greece? What?
Political.
Rob your house. don't
Satirical, Steve. Satirical.
Where are you going? What are you doing?
If I tell you what, if I was caught in a foreign country and the government got said no, it's okay, they were train spotting or plane spotting, I go, no, I am a spy.
Exactly.
No, I am a spy. No, it's all right. You were train spotting. I wasn't spying. Please.
I saw you at the Doctor Who convention as well.
No, probably an assassin or something. I think.
Yeah.
I'm probably an assassin.
Carl, where are you going, mate? Tell us. Come on, we haven't
you're
got
not meant
time.
to say when. What's it here?
What?
People rob your house if.
Yeah, we didn't say tell us your address, tell us where you leave the key, and then tell us you're going on holiday. We said where you going on holiday.
Barbados.
Are ya?
Ooh, showing off.
Yeah.
Boasting.
I'll tell you what, Steve, what I'd like to see, and a lot of the listeners right there too, pop round there now, touch him for Christmas.
Shall I touch him for Christmas?
Touch him any way you like for Christmas.
Can I just introduce the song for the ladies before?
Well, love him for Christmas, though.
Can I just say
Yes,
what
but
the
as
song
long
is?
as you love and touch
We're going to leave
him.
you with the excellent Tim Buckley, of course, father of Jeff.
I'm just
and,
going to be watching, but
this is a
love
track
him.
that was
Look at his
also-
little face.
Also on that CD that my friend Dave sent me earlier, so if you don't like it, blame him.
Yeah.
While he's been
And
arrested
if-
by the copyright police. And it's called Buzz in Fly. Let me touch you, Carl.
Don't, Steve.
Go on.
A man for Christmas.
I'm not coming
Kissing
back.
a man.
Licking.
A man
Get off
for
me.
Christmas.
Look,
Get
that.
in touch with your feminine side of
Get off.
I can put you in touch with your feminine side and my feminine
I'm liking
side.
it. So I can't look, I'm busy.
Let's put each
Look,
other
I'm
in
busy.
touch. Oh, good.